Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday. It's Shanna here. And first of all, thank you so much, those of you who had asked for the alignment sessions. And I just love the results you got. Thank you so much for checking this out, and also for allowing me to share some of the results that you got from this. So that is number one. And then Limitless Possibilities. Oh, also, I actually posted the link to my YouTube channel in the post here, so that, for ease of reference, usually as soon as I can, I upload these videos onto YouTube, so that if you're looking for a certain subject I spoke to or something, it might be easier for you to find it on there. So, and obviously I would love if you could like me there and share and subscribe and, whatever comes to you, right? So, but look forward to seeing you there too. So that's a short on that one. Limitless Possibilities. And it's a bit story time, Sunday, so but just a little bit. And I'll keep it short as I'm heading out to San Francisco and I need to catch a flight. So a couple weeks ago, I received an email from someone who asked for a Watsu session, and that's aquatic body work that I'm trained in or certified in. And I was like, this is so odd, because I currently don't have aquatic body work on my website. I don't offer this on my website. And also the header in the email was a little strange. It said homeopathy, and I don't have that currently in my, when you contact me via email or contact me through my website, that's not a header that comes up. And so, my mind registered that somehow in the back, and so we connected. I got back to him, and it turns out he's German, and he was looking for someone to facilitate a session in Germany or sessions in Germany. And I said, look, I'm mostly in California right now, and but I know someone. If you want, I can give you this reference. And I've worked together with her in the same pool. I know her personally, and so referred this person on. And then he came back with that, yeah, he would know this person, and but he was looking for someone who was actually trained by the originator, and that wasn't the case there. And I can see where he's coming from, and that can make a difference, and everyone brings their own flavor anyway. But so apparently he had seen somewhere that I was trained by the originator. And so I said, look, I'm coming to Germany beginning of September for 1 week, and I don't know, maybe we can figure something out. Now, I don't have a pool there. You do need body temperature warm water, so you can't just use any pool. So it has to be body temperature warm, and it also has to have a certain height for the practitioner, so that you don't kind of drown, right, as you're doing your session. So there's only like certain pools that offer that, or clinic therapeutic bath pools. And so my mind was already into kind of, how can I figure this out? And then also, since I'm, back in California, I sold my car in Germany. So I was like, okay, how do I actually get there? Or, there was another thing going. Now, the funny part was also, at the time when he was contacting me, he was actually in Northern California. He was doing a round trip with his family in Northern California. And so we were on the same time zone, incidentally, right? So then we said, so I'm, trying to get the logistics. So he's checking on, he says, I actually have another pool. I can contact the person, and it's quite a bit outside of where my parents live. So, do you mind coming there, right? It's probably like a 30-minute drive or something out of town. And so I was thinking, okay, maybe I could ask, my dad and my godmother, they both love these session, and friend, came to mind, so I could kind of, make it worth the trip situation, and also get a ride with one of them. So I'm bringing this up, and he's like, oh, right, it's not a problem, I can pick you up. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Meanwhile, another friend was like, you can have my car, no problem at all. okay, great. I already have like now then 2 cars within no time. We figured out a time for when we could use that pool. That worked. So he's gonna pick me up. So get this. It's like, and the best part is, after we've set up everything, and so he's getting actually 2 hours private session. No one else is coming. It's just we'll get the pool to ourselves. He's gonna pick me up. I have everything I need there. I'm like, just out of curiosity, how did you actually find me? It's like, where did you hear about me? And he was like, well, you just have to Google Watsu Düsseldorf. That's where my parents live and where I'm originally from. And you come up on the 2nd page. And I'm like, what? So I'm like Googling just like Watsu Düsseldorf. And really, like, on the 2nd page, first thing is a blurb about me, and it actually says there, trained by the originator Harold Dahl. So that's where he got this from. Now I click on this link. It's like a super old website. It's like years old. It's not even up anymore, which means like this website hasn't been hosted in years. I don't even know how this is possible, that, when you click on the link, that it still pops up. Plus, the email contact is still working, and it's not hosted anywhere. So some IT tech can probably clue me in on how this is working, probably some archived version. And let's just, take a moment and wrap our heads around that. Hi, Beverly. Here's someone in Northern California taking a round trip. He's from Germany with his family. He's trying to find someone who's been trained in a California facility by the originator in Harbin Hot Springs in Düsseldorf in Germany to facilitate a session. He goes online, Googles Watsu Düsseldorf. My name comes up in a context that is not active and hasn't been for years. And even the email to contact me still works, although that website is nowhere, as far as I know, it's not hosted anywhere. At least I'm not paying for it. So whoever pays for it, thank you very much, but it's not me. So he reaches out through that, thinking I'm in Germany, whilst I'm actually living in California, right? And whilst he's doing this round trip with his family in Northern California, we're communicating and setting up a session in Germany in 2 weeks, finding a pool, finding means of transportation for me, and making sure that I have all the paraphernalia I need for the session. Now, in terms of possibility, I'm just feel like, I'm very much looking forward to meeting him. I've never met him, but who knows? And maybe this is really all it is about, for him to have a lovely session, and maybe next time I come to Germany, we'll set up another one. I don't know. But, it's like, in terms of possibility, in terms of what life is capable of providing, if you want something. He just was very clear he wanted a session from in Germany, near Düsseldorf, from someone who was trained by Harold Dahl. And, we made it happen. And there was not one time was there any kind of, oh yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work or whatnot. It was all coming from, okay, how can we make this work? And notice the difference. And basically the point I'm trying to make here is, how often do we come from, can't do, it's not possible, this is not, I can't make this happen, often also around financial things, like I can't invest in this, or, I don't have the money for that, or I would love to do it, but, and, are we having this strong urge, and then it's like, yeah, but, here's my kids, and who's going to take care of them, and, I do really want to do this, and, it's just not possible. And we're kind of limiting ourselves immediately into it's not possible, but just because we haven't investigated how to make it possible, right? If the first thing is, oh yeah, that's not going to work, then, your focus is on this is not going to work. And your mind, because it's good at that, is going to find references on why this is not going to work, right? And it's going to come up with all kinds of ideas of why in the past that also didn't work, and so now it's also not going to work, right? So there's no fresh start and like new approach. It's like it's not going to work. And if you're stuck on that, that's what you're going to manifest. That's going to be your truth. It didn't work, you know, versus coming from a space of, okay, let's just look here for a moment. Let's just be curious and let's be open into possibilities. How can I actually make this happen? Why would that not be for me if I feel a strong desire to experience that? Why not? Why would life not support that? If life is for me, why would life not support that? So instead of collapsing into can't, you know, it's not possible, you know, won't work, how about shifting that into an inquiry of how can I make it work? You know, what can I put in place, or who would support this? You know, who could I ask? How can I reach out? How can I make this happen? Who can I enlist here to support me in that? And, you know, financially, where can I find the money, right? And then moving in that direction. But just, you know, the invitation to this, you know, as soon as your mind comes up with this, like, oh no, you know, wait a minute, you know, let's just check this out here, right? And I just love this example because it just shows how we're supported when we move with our heart's desire, and we don't even know in the moment how it's going to work out. We have no idea, you know, and next thing we know, like things fall into place, you know, because we're moving out of, okay, how can we make this happen and not limit ourselves, right? So maybe you find a few examples in your life where this is currently true, or where you have something that you feel really strongly about that you would like to experience, or like to embark on, or just like to start, you know, acting on, and you find yourself holding back because you have this belief that it's not going to work, right? And the invitation, maybe since it's Sunday, maybe you have a moment, you know, take your journal, take a notebook, take some paper, pen and paper, and figure it out. Get creative. Just ask the questions like, how could I actually make it happen? What would need to be in order? Like, what would need to be in place? How move towards this goal, even if it's just one step today. Maybe I can move towards it by breaking it down into doable steps, so that it's not like this huge thing and I don't even know where I should be starting. But it's like, okay, today I can start here. You know, I can get done. I can get clarity on the action steps to take, and I can break it down for myself and make it, you know, bite-sized pieces, right? Look forward to hearing from you. And again, if you want to check out other videos that I've, you know, FB Lives I've done here, I've uploaded them on my YouTube channel, and would love to see your comments or shares or whatever on there. Absolutely. Enjoy your Sunday and let me know how this exercise goes. All right? Be well.